Hello, I got Collective Arts pastry stout thing, Origin of Darkness. They've been doing this every year, these flavored collaboration stouts. I feel like they used to call them porters, or no, I guess they have a different one, an Imperial Porter. They used to be in bottles, so this one is 2023 Imperial Stout with maple syrup, lactose, pistachio, vanilla, and that's it. No coffee, 11.9%. But I've had some of these flavored nutty stouts recently. They were pretty good. What's that one called? Barmadoo from forgetting everything right now. They're Abomination, and that was like a blended barrel aged stout with like coconut and cardamom. There wasn't much cardamom, but that one was really good. This one's not barrel aged at all. I guess this year they released a rum barrel aged version, but people didn't like that as much. And I don't know. I don't go as crazy for the barrel aged beers, but I thought this one would be kind of fun to try. It wasn't too expensive, and I don't know if I've ever had a Collective Arts stout. It's pretty dark. Doesn't look motor oil dark. Good, pretty big carbonation, forming a nice head. And it's got a little bit of that layered, multi-layered, thick and color effect. I guess it's going away. But whenever I've had a strong, sweet stout that had like different layers of thickness and color in the head, it's always been a very, very good feel. Bubbles are not popping too fast, so it looks like it's like overcarved, but I'm not hearing a fizziness at all. So hopefully it doesn't have a fizzy mouthfeel. There we go. That actually smells pretty good. I feel like I'm getting the pistachio. I mean, the maple and vanilla are the strongest, but it smells sweet and nutty. It smells like it's gonna be really sweet. Maybe it's just big on the maple syrup, but this looks damn good. The really big bubbles on top are kind of weird. But yeah, just vanilla maple cream candies. What's the big thing? With a little bit of a nuttiness coming out, like, maple cream nuts. Those are things that are combined a lot. Vanilla, all that in candies. It's a little bit like sweet, like milk, chocolate, vanilla caramels. But will the maple make it way too strong? And that head's sticking around really nice. Oh boy, yep. That is a sweet pastry stout. And that head's just sticking around, yeah. The head makes it a kind of a nice frothy, full experience, but this is very sweet. Yeah, it's like maybe they didn't need the lactose in there, honestly. But it's got a nice head there. I feel like maybe if they'd use coffee, that would add a little bit of like a bitterness. Because this one, it's very dark, but there's not much, like, there's a hint of roast now I'm getting. But I wonder how they make these beers so dark, even though there's like not a lot of roasted barley character, and doing it without the coffee too. It has like a chewy, fluffy sort of full feel, but it's not massive. It's not thick with 5 C's. Yeah, just quite sweet. Maybe there's a little bit of bitterness coming in now. But if you want a sweet, strongly flavored pastry stout, go for something like this. And it definitely, like, look at that head, it's sticking around. It has a nice feel. Has something to finish now. Now I'm getting some roasty, not soy saucy, but sort of savory, maybe a little bit of molasses thing coming in, which after a while might help to balance out all the sweetness of this. Yeah, now I'm getting a little bit of a deeper booze. This is very cold too. I should probably try to warm it up, but Honestly, for the price this is and the feel it is, like that's a big thing I've thought with lots of beers, especially big beers, strongly flavored beers. They're just not pleasant to drink. They burn your throat, or they're acidic, or they have a bubbly soda-like bite, or something like that. It doesn't have any of that. And the feel is downright silky. And right when you swallow, it has like this vanilla pistachio flavor that's really cool. Um, and yeah, while you drink it, it's not exactly molasses, but some kind of burnt bitter sugar, I guess, which is nice to give it like that. It develops to deal with how sweet it is, because it was very sweet at first. Yeah, it's a little booze when you get your nose in there. But pretty good for something you can find at Total Wine. I think it was like $12 a bottle, um, which for big flavored pastry stouts is honestly not that expensive anymore. Um, I guess you can compare that to being, like a $40 4 pack of cans. But this is definitely more flavored and more body and stuff going on than a lot of the flavored stouts you find in cans. Um, Not true about all of them, but it seems like breweries often save their really thick on. They'll call this double mash, but it could be a double mash stout with just lots of malt. Excuse me, going on it. But this is good. This is a 4 point. Yeah, it's a nice mouthfeel for 11.9. Still right on the edge of being too sweet, which is what the style's all about. But I'd give it a 4.35 or something. hmm And finally, there's a little bit of, or the foam's kind of subsided, but I can probably just swirl it around, and that's what you want. You want to be able to get that creamy, big creamy head. It's not quite like nitro, but that is what I'm looking for in these beers. That makes the experience so much better. For just the feel and everything, the look, um, the swallow. Got to be pleasant. All right, that's it. Bye.